afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Unacademy. Am I audible? Okay, so let's start. Just a second. Okay, so we will discuss today about public administration. Okay, so welcome again. Good afternoon. Public administration optional for ODISHA Civil Service examination. Myself, Deepak Kumar swain. I have been teaching public administration for the last 5 years. Okay, so next, the important thing is I author a public administration book, BK publication, and I have appeared in UPSC Civil Service Main and OPSC interview. I got consistently more than 400 in OPSC, and this is my book. This is my book. You just go and have a look of this book because this book contains everything you need. One book. It is a complete package of previous year question, chapter wise question, syllabus, content, all the content I have given, model answer and second ARC report. So you just go and have a look, and again repeat. So you must remember the syllabus. You must remember the syllabus, and I will tell what unit. Yesterday I have told you paper 1 and paper 2 unit are interpreted. So you remember the syllabus, that is most important thing, and analyze or read previous year question thoroughly, and you read some unit of paper 1, paper 2, remember the syllabus, analyze previous year question, and go and have a look to the book. I have given everything. Yes, I have started a course in Unacademy Plus where we will discuss both paper 1 and paper 2. We will discuss all previous year mains question, nearly 150 question are there. 150 question we will discuss. Our main focus is on answer writing, and you just follow this page, public administration for UPSC and OPSC. Okay, so that you can get current information related to public administration, which will help you in answer writing. And here our focus is on dynamic study and dynamic note making. So what is dynamic note making? Current aspect in your answer is dynamic note making. So follow that book and add the current related information to every unit I have given in my Facebook page. So you can look that. Okay, so next, as I have told, I will discuss about theorist today. We will discuss about Taylor. So again, what I have told you yesterday. So this is classical group of theorists, human relation group of theorists, and behavioral group of theorists. Again, Taylor, Freud, Gully, Orbick, Max Weber, MP Pollard. Remember in this way, classical theorist, this is human relation, and these are behavioral group of theorists. So when you understand the characteristic of this theorist, it will easy for you to comprehend. So try to understand and study in a holistic way. Clear? So Taylor, Freud, Gully, Orbick, Max Weber, MP Pollard, classical. Hilton Mayo, human relation, Bernard Argyris, Likert, McGregor, Simon Maslow, Hosberg, behavioral. So the classical theorists are criticized by human relation and behavioral theorists. The human relation theorists and behavioral theorists started their theorization by criticizing the classical group of theorists. Simon, you know, decision-making theorist Simon, Maslow and Hosberg are motivational theorists. Clear? So every day I will show you this. Remember this. If you remember this chart, your 2 units are over. 2 units complete. Administrative thought and administrative behavior. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And another thing, for everyone who are watching or who will watch, I have 6 classes that is known as plus class, sorry, special class in Unacademy. So these 6 classes are free of cost. Anyone can see it. So you please, if you are new student or if you are old student, for everyone it is relevant. Just go there and watch the 6 class in Unacademy platform. And every month I will give 6 class free of cost. So go there, download the Unacademy Learner app and watch the 6 class. It will be beneficial for you. So you should know how to start. And in one class I have given about the recommendation of second ARC. So we have discussed elaborately second ARC report. So go there and watch the 6th class. Okay. So you will get notification of any further special class. So watch the 6th class. It will be helpful for you. So this is classical group human relation behavioral. Classical human relation behavioral. Taylor, Field, Gullick, Orbick, Max Weber, MP Follett, Elton Mayo, Bernard Arganis, Likert, McGregor. These are behavioral theorists. And Simon, Maslow, Holbrook. Simon is decision making, Maslow, Holbrook are motivational theorists. And this class, every class, I will give you a technique how to understand this theorist and how to remember this theorist in a easy manner. So look at this page. Woodrow Wilson, father of public administration, remember this. Goodenough, father of American public administration. So when you write question about Woodrow Wilson, 20 marker, just mention about name of Goodenough. That Goodenough is known as father of American public administration. After that, F.W. Taylor, father of scientific management theory. We will discuss that 2 question of 60 mark. 2 question 60 mark come in the last 5 years of F.W. Taylor. How to deal with Taylor, I will discuss you today. I will give you a brief note, skeletal note that will help you in remember. Henry Fowell, Gullick, Orbick, classical theorist. Gullick and Orbick can ask combinedly 20 mark. Henry Fowell 20 mark. Weber 60 mark. Max Weber, bureaucratic theory. And MP Follett is important because although she belongs to classical era, her idea resembles with theory of theorist of human relation and behavioral era. After that, Elton Mayo, I have already told, human relation theorist. Elton Mayo is father of human relation era. Elton Mayo can come as a 20 mark specially or along with Taylor. Taylor plus Mayo. It can be a 60 mark question. After that, McGregor, Likert, Chris Argyris, Bernard. All are individually can ask 20 marker, or McGregor can ask with Maslow or any other classical theorist, behavioral theorist we will discuss. Simon, decision making theorist, we always get 60 mark, and Maslow was one motivational theorist. Yesterday I have told you there was an interruption, so I have told that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With this, Maslow is over. This is known as need hierarchy theory. So this is need hierarchy theory. By knowing this much, you can write a 60 mark per question. This is the body. How to write intro? Again, I am giving you a clue. As Maslow belongs to the behavioral group of theorists, I think you already understood that Maslow has given his criticism by criticizing the classical group of theorists. So Maslow criticized the classical group of theorists, their concept of need, their concept of motivation, and given his own theorization. So by understanding this, Maslow is over. I'm just giving you a brief. And after that, Husberg is dual unipolar fact theory, job satisfier motivator. We'll discuss very easy. Listen, public administration is very easy. The thing is that the way you read make it easy or difficult. So if you haven't watched my last 2 YouTube class, go and watch. And I request all you to go and watch. I have already conducted five free class in Unacademy platform, more than 1 hour. Each class is more than 1.5 hours. So every class is free. So go there. Every student, you just go and watch those video. It will be very essential for you to start reading public administration. Okay, so starting means the way you start will make you easy or difficult. As I yesterday told, start with theories of administration, not with basic concept. Listen, no idea. OMC expected. Listen, no idea about that. Okay, so this is classical human relation and behavioral group of theorists. Okay, so while you are reading the chapter, I always told you that start with classical theorists. Start with classical theorists, read them first. After that, go and read this theory. After reading the classical scientific management, bureaucratic, human relation, behavioral system approach. So Manas, if this is your first class, you go and watch in YouTube the last 2 class. Okay, the last 2 class about Wilson and about administrative thought. And plus, what you do, Manas? You download the Unacademy app, learner app. Go there, search me Deepak Kumar swain, and watch my 5 class that was provided in free of cost. That will be beneficial of you. Okay, so just go and watch there. And if you haven't bought my book, just go and look at the book. Okay, so this is read in this way. I told first theorist, after that these principles: hierarchy, unity of command, span of control. So next. Okay, I have told you this is the question, last 5-year question to 2 question. Tenets of scientific management theory. So Taylor is asked, then what is Taylorism? So 260 marker you will get. And this year 2019 mains, I assume a question on Taylor. OPSC will ask a question on Taylor in 2019 mains. Okay, Manu, so you watch the free classes in Unacademy app. So 2 question on Taylor already asked, so it is very important. So now I am giving you how we read Taylor. Look at this page. Scientific management theory by F.W. Taylor. A long question on Taylor usually asked. The answer of the question consists of 3 parts. Listen, as a civil service aspirant, your main aim should be answer writing. It is not a university class or college class where you just read. No, whatever you read, however you read, your only focus is to answer writing. How can I write an answer on this topic? Be it Taylor, Fuel, Gully, Gorbik, Max Weber, anything. So I am just discussing today how to write an answer on F.W. Taylor. Clear? So any answer consists of 3 parts. Here I haven't given the diagram, but in this body you can give 3 diagrams. 3 diagrams. This is one diagram. I'm just giving you a demo. This is soft floor level. This is one diagram. This is one diagram, unity of command, and this is one diagram. This is functional foremanship. Here B and C take command of A, this is unity of command, and here M take command of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is known as functional foremanship. So in this answer, you are supposed to draw 3 diagrams. This diagram will help you, or the examiner will feel good if you give more thing than other. So 3 part. Taylor is known as the father of scientific management theory. He found out the reason of loss in industry. Listen, this is a structural note. This is not a detailed note. This is a structural note. Only to remember and revise. So he found the problem like rule of thumb. Rule of thumb means organization are working on the basis of thumb rule, that is based on experience, not experiment. Taylor focused on soft floor level and found the problem. Soft floor level means this is the lowest where actual work being done. Taylor focused on that soft floor level of the organization, and Taylor found problem like soldering, natural soldering, systematic soldering, on cooperation by the management. So Taylor found some problem in the soft floor level, diagram depicting soft floor level organization, and one thing you write about Taylor's publication. Okay, you write about Taylor's publication, that Taylor come out with some publication, very easy, scientific management, P-set system. Or if you forget the name of publication or book of Taylor, just write one line. Taylor come out with some very important publication which are useful for industry across organization, that you can write. After that, body. Look, the body and conclusion. The body is divided into three parts: principle of scientific management, element of scientific management, and technique of scientific management. A, B, and C. Okay, so in this principle of scientific management, he want to replace rule of thumb with science of work. Very easy. So what is rule of thumb? Rule of thumb is based on experience, and science of work means he want science. Rule of thumb is, listen, Rajni, rule of thumb is, suppose your great grandfather is working in a field, he used bullock cart and he give his experience, he share his experience to your grandfather. After that, your grandfather shares this experiment to your father share it to you. So they say use bullock cart, but bullock cart will result into less efficiency. But what you do, you based on science, you use tractor, power tiller. So you use science for most production, for increase in production. That is rule of thumb. Rule of thumb means experience, not experiment. So this is, listen, go to my book, you will have a very clarity of definition about all these things. So rule of thumb, scientific selection and training. So Taylor want every worker to be selected on the basis of science, and he want to give them proper training. He want cooperation between manager and worker. No conflict between manager and worker. There must be proper cooperation between manager and worker. And listen everyone, you just remember this and you can write 1 and 2 lines about all these things. You can easily write a 60-100 word question. Don't fear that I need to remember whole of the Taylor. No. You just remember the structure, you understand the concept. So when you understand the concept, you can produce your own line. So like replace of rule of thumb with science of work, write 2 lines. Scientific selection and training, write 2 lines. So very easy to write answer in public administration if you understand the concept. So concept building is important. So correlation between manager and worker, division of responsibility between manager and worker, mental revolution. What is mental revolution? That both worker and manager will work in a coordinated manner. The worker focus on more production. The worker focus on more production, and the manager focus on welfare of worker and providing worker with better tools and technique instead of focusing on profit and more wage. Okay, so this is mental revolution, means coordination between worker and management to a next level. After that, element of scientific management, same thing I repeat, science, not rule of thumb. So same thing, Taylor wants science to be used in organization and not rule of thumb. Harmony, not conflict. He wants harmony between manager and worker. He wants proper coordination, not individualism. Proper coordination or proper cooperation between worker manager. Maximum output instead of restricted output. Due to the soldering problem, as I have already told you, the worker have a restricted output. Okay, so Taylor wants the worker to have maximum output. He wants to develop every worker into an economic man, which was criticized by Simon. Just understand here, maximum output. Increase efficiency of worker. Taylor wants to increase efficiency of worker. He wants that every worker should produce his maximum. The concept of economic man given by Taylor, which was rejected by Simon. Simon gave the concept of administrative man. And one thing, don't fear that if you don't understand. If you are first timer, it will found difficult. If you are experienced, if you already read something, you will found easy. Lastly, technique of scientific management: work study, motion study, time study, method study, functional foremanship, piece rate system of payment, principle of exception, fatigue study. Just in a single line I am describing. Work study means study the work, study the best method of work. Work study the best method. Motion study means how a work is conducted, in what procedure. And in motion study, Taylor want to find out the best time or best motion or best procedure for a work. Time study means the minimum time required for a work, that is time study. Method study, again best method. Functional foremanship, I have already told you. The classical theorists like Fowell, Gully, Gorbis focus on unity of command, where a single worker take order from one superior or supervisor. But Taylor said that no, this will result into inefficiency. He wants specialization in organization. So he wants that every worker should take order from 8 supervisor. 4 are planning, 4 are execution. Piece rate system of payment means whatever work an employee do, he will get payment out of that. If he will do, suppose for example, 100 people are producing chair or making chair in a factory. So under piece rate system, if you produce one chair, you will get 100 rupees. Like target based. Target. In private sector, you will find that in bank, everyone have a target that if you do this amount of loan or do this or sell this product, you will get this amount of bonus. So this is piece rate system of payment. So this will increase efficiency of worker. The lazy worker will weed out under this process. Piece rate system. Principle of exception. Listen, principle of exception means Taylor want that the manager should let the employee do their work. The manager should give free hand to the employee. If the employee found any problem, the manager come to their rescue. This is one type of decentralization. Taylor focused the concept of decentralization in organization. Fatigue study. Fatigue study means what led to fatigue, more fatigue of worker, and what step need to take in order to reduce the fatigue. For example, I am giving an example. Every 2 hours of work, the worker should give a tea break. Instead of working for long hour, 4 or 6 hours, every 2 hours, after 2 hours, 10-minute break. After 2 hours, 10-minute break. So this will reduce the fatigue in worker. Give one diagram each for unity of command and functional foremanship. So 3 diagram. Criticism. This is important. Listen, many of you students don't write criticism, just write down Taylor and finish the answer. No, you will not get good mark. If you not write criticism and contemporary approach. What is contemporary approach? Understand and go there. Go Unacademy learning app and watch my 5 classes. You will have a depth of this contemporary approach. What is contemporary approach? What is criticism? Just go and see these classes. There are 5 classes already I have taken. So criticism. Taylor's idea was criticized by human relation and behavioral theorist. You write 100 words about criticism and how it was criticized. We will discuss later. Just remember human relation and behavioral theorist. Contemporary approach means you need to justify Taylor. You need to show that Taylor's idea is still relevant in 21st century. His idea like scientific selection, training, cooperation, division of responsibility, piece rate system of payment is still relevant and applied in many organizations. Organizations where employees are less educated, example construction sector, assembly line production, still based on monistic motivation concept. Method study and time study are reused in work study, which is a modern technique of administrative improvement. You will deal this later, method study. And as current example, I am giving you a current example that you will find that the employee of Maruti Udyog or Air India or many organizations, whenever they sit in strike, in bank also recently bank strike, their main demand is wage. Apart from wage, you will not find that they demand anything else. So wage is the important demand or main demand of employee. So Taylor's idea of monistic motivation is still relevant. This thing. Scientific selection, training is still relevant because government providing training, private sector, everyone is providing training to their employee, and the selection is scientific basis, UPSC or any other. Okay. Yes, teacher demand, every employee, their main demand is wage. So Taylor said that people come to organization for money. That is criticized by human relation behavioral theorists, but it is justified. So when you conclude your answer, you give a current example. Recently in Maruti Udyog, Air India or bank strike, they demand wage. So his idea of monistic motivation is relevant today. So this way you write your question. Okay. So this is Taylor. With this we end our class today. Tomorrow again I will come with some new topic. And this month, every day 1 AM, our class will continue. And those students who haven't seen those 5 class of me, go there and see, and it will be very helpful for you. As Unacademy provides 6 classes every month, I will give 6 free class every month in Unacademy. So you must just go. If something you will get without any effort, so why you shouldn't? Okay, student, goodbye. Tomorrow we will meet.